I'm here at the Target Center with Albert Maruggi, just at the end of a social media breakfast on sports and social media. And Albert is a Minnesota blogger, longtime Minnesota blogger, and like a podcaster forever.
Yeah, old time. I'm glad you didn't say old time.
So, Albert, how did you start? How did you get into blogging? Was it podcasting first?
Podcasting.
Okay.
Well, it was blogging back in 1994. It was blogging.
Yep.
I had a site called the Cerebral Commentary Site.
Oh, wow.
CITE. Yeah. But they didn't call it blogging then, right?
Right.
It was just like, okay, I'm on the web. I'm writing stuff, and I get emails. Oh, I liked your thing. So you didn't have the comment page, but it was just that.
Right.
So I did that for about a year.
Okay.
And I even used to do a quote of the day. And my wife used to say, "What are you dinking around for on the?" So after about a year of that kind of nagging, I stopped. And then 10 years later, or however many years later, blogging. Whatever. So all the cool kids start blogging and whatever. But I think what interested me in podcasting, particularly audio, is I'm an old television reporter. Right. So I'm an old TV guy.
Yep.
And I realized the power of multimedia. I just love multimedia. So when broadband started becoming more prevalent, I realized that now, instead of just text, you have a whole format selection to choose from. And I just got into audio because I love audio. It's a passive medium. I think there are a lot of advantages to the medium of audio. And just started podcasting.
And your podcast?
Then February of 2005.
February 2000. Wow. Okay. Your podcast is
The Marketing
Edge.
Yeah.
It is a must listen to. I listen to it every episode for marketers. So that was really, it had to have been one of the first podcasts. I mean,
it's a long time podcast, long time. Now, Shell Hulse, who's a good friend of mine, who does a wonderful podcast for immediate release, more on the PR side with Neville Hobson, he was in January of 2005. So I know I'm one of the first ones, for sure.
Right. So what have you learned? What are some of the things you've learned over the course of...
All right, I think learning and actually executing are two different things. But you asked the question learning, which is very good. So learning on the podcasting side, I really think you need to do it regularly if you are going to develop and your objectives are a podcasting audience, and then you're going to do something with those earlobes. You're going to advertise, you're going to get sponsors, you're going to do something. So I think regularity is important. I also think in the medium of audio, from a strategic business standpoint, that companies need to look about digital content and need to really evaluate the content and what medium is best to use. Right. And that's why I kind of poo-poo a lot of people who say, "Oh, okay, you got to do everything." I don't think you have to do everything. I think you need to have to pick the medium that's best. So audio is passive. You can multitask with it. It's more mobile than anything else. Great. If you have thought leadership and debate on certain issues like regulatory issues, then maybe audio is better. If you have issues that are visual in nature, that require diagramming, or that require being out to a scene remotely to see what happens, where the picture does tell 1,000 words, then that's the medium you should use. And so the things that I've learned over time is a greater appreciation for picking the medium, and not saying that it can't be done because of price or because of bandwidth constraints or any of those other things, old things. And I also think I find it interesting why people have playbacks that they can't share. So I'm big on the whole YouTube, Vimeo, all those things where people can embed. Slideshare.com is another great platform that I've had good success with from a business standpoint.